Skull of the Ancestor. Setting, Western Cameroon, in the lush hills of Bafoussam, homeland of the Bamileke people. In the village of Mbuda, nestled between verdant mountains and misty forests, tradition pulsed like a second heartbeat. The Bamileke people had held their customs for centuries, complex, sacred, and deeply spiritual. Among these, none was more sacred than the ritual of Kwifo Tete, the ceremonial unearthing of a revered ancestor's skull. The passing of Chamba. When Chamba, the village's great elder and healer, passed away, the mourning drums beat for 7 days and nights. His death was not merely the passing of a man, it was the closing of a chapter. Chamba had been a bridge to the ancestors, a guide through dreams, and a keeper of sacred chants. At his burial, his first son, Manga, wept not just from grief, but from the weight of responsibility. As custom dictated, Manga was now the spiritual torchbearer. The people whispered, "In a year, he must dig up the skull of his father and begin the rite of returning." The waiting year. That year, Manga walked the path of self-purification. He avoided arguments, fasted on market days, and slept beneath the rafters of his father's hut, where Chamba's walking stick still leaned. At night, he dreamt of the old man sometimes as a leopard, sometimes as wind. Each dream was a message. The elders visited him, guiding him in sacred rituals. The women of the family weaved a ceremonial cloth to wrap the skull when the time came. The Nganga, spiritual interpreter, taught him the chant to summon the ancestral spirit. The unearthing. On the first anniversary of Chamba's death, the village gathered. Palm wine flowed, kola nuts were shared, and drummers invoked the ancestors. The sacred priestess smeared Manga's face with red ochre and charcoal. Led by torchlight to the burial mound, Manga fell to his knees and began to dig. The earth was soft from recent rains, yet heavy with time. When he uncovered the skull, silence fell like a dropped veil. He lifted it with both hands, cradling it like a newborn. The bones were cleansed with palm oil, perfumed with forest herbs, and wrapped in the ancestral cloth. He placed it gently in the ndap, the carved wooden shrine in the family compound, where skulls of honored ancestors rested. That night, the village feasted, danced, and sang. The return of wisdom. From that day, Manga no longer walked with hesitation. He consulted the skull of Chamba before each harvest, before weddings, before judgment. When he dreamt, he understood. The children came to him with questions about life, and he answered with the voice of many generations. During a drought, when the land cracked and the river thinned to a thread, Manga sat before the shrine, offered palm wine to the skull, and wept. That night, he dreamt of Chamba singing to the clouds. Rain fell the next morning. Epilogue. In Mbuda, they still say, "The living are flesh of the dead are the breath of the living." The skull of Chamba rests in the shrine, not as a relic, but as a guardian, a bridge, a memory preserved in bone. The Bamileke do not fear death, for in every skull lies a story, a whisper, and a guiding light for those brave enough to listen.